did the other paper.
Yeah, correct. I didn't mark the other one yet. Yeah, because I was preparing the.
I didn't do.
Yeah.
I have.
Okay. This one, right? Yeah, I take this. Okay.
Oh, wait a moment.
Oh, but you didn't pass out later. Oh. Okay.
I passed out the other
Yeah, correct. Yeah. So I will go through this worksheet. Hopefully, it will benefit you just before your test later. Was it okay? Yeah. I felt that we have to go through this because some of y'all, the concept are still quite weak. Okay. So take this opportunity to try to listen because I know that you already have revised. Okay. So we look at we're going to discuss only the MCQ. Alright, Jason ready? So we look at the paper one. It says that the first question: which molecule contains double covalent bonds? Alright. So how do we determine whether it is double? Okay, double means what?
It's A.
It shares 2 pairs of
Yes.
electrons.
So 2 pairs of electrons means how many? 4. So the options are given to you. There are 4 different molecules. You have to draw it out. You have to draw it out. Alright? So basically, let's look at A because some of you all say the answer is A. So look at carbon. How many electrons in its valence shell? How many electrons in its valence shell?
6.
Carbon has 6 electrons, but how many actually in a valence shell?
4.
Everybody got 4? Joshua, do you know this? How is it 4? Everyone? Okay. I just pass to you first.
My note is
It's okay.
Can I draw the periodic table now?
No.
Oh, this is the new one.
Yeah, this is the new one. You need it later for your test.
Okay, if I don't know. Oh, can I draw the periodic table?
Not now. Try not to draw anything on this new piece of new periodic table.
It's basically
No.
just the same thing lah.
Yeah, it's the same thing, but just don't touch anything. Okay? Because
Okay, just write down something.
no, don't do anything to it. Can? Just use it. Just use it. Can? So carbon is which group?
Oh,
Joshua?
Carbon. Oh, there. 4.
Group 4. So which means that you have 4 electrons in the 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Then how about oxygen? Oxygen is which group?
6.
Group 6. Joshua? Is it correct? Okay. So group 6 will mean that oxygen need then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, correct? Okay, let's recap on how do we form covalent bonds. How many does this carbon need to become stable? 4 more.
Thank
you. How many does this oxygen need to 2? So how many does this carbon willing to share? Is willing to share? So willing to share 4. Can everyone understand this point? Joshua? Okay. So how do we know? What's the maximum? Okay. What's the maximum number of electrons do you need to be stable? 8, right? So 8 minus 4 is? Do you know how 8 minus 4 becomes 4? Can, right? You can use your fingers. So 8 minus 4, so it's willing to share 4. How about this oxygen? How many more does it need to be stable? 2 more, right? Correct? How many is it willing to share? Okay, who say 2? Raise hand. Okay. So please remember this important point. The amount of that does it need is the amount that he's willing to share. So if he needs 4, he's willing to only share 4. If he needs 2, then he's willing to share 2. Alright, there's no such thing as because I have 6, I'm willing to share 6. No. Basically, it depends on the number of electrons does he need. If he needs 2, then he's willing to share 2. Was it okay? So between these two, which one needs more? Carbon or oxygen?
Carbon.
Carbon. So carbon will be at the center. So when you draw, so carbon will be like that. So carbon is center, then oxygen will be at the side. Correct? But if you look at the formula, the option is a CO what? Look at the option A there, Joshua. CO what? CO2. The 2 means what?
2 oxygen.
Would you agree? Do you all agree? The small 2 means there are 2 oxygen. So where's the other oxygen will be? You surround the carbon. Alright? So it's willing to share 4, correct? And there are 2 sharing zone here. Correct? So where does these 4 electrons go? Half. Correct? It will be equal sharing. So it will be here. So cross, cross. Then this part, cross, cross, correct? Then how about this oxygen? It's willing to share 2. So it will be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Originally has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's the same number of electrons. Correct? You do the same on here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Correct? So Joshua, look at that here. If I close this, is it 8? Is it 8? There's surrounding oxygen now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I close these two, is it 8 surrounding carbon? And if I cover this part, is it 8? Right? It's 8, right? So if you look at here, this is what? 2 pairs of electrons. Right? And if we are lazy, alright, we can draw it this way, C, and we put a double line, O, double line, O. One line represents 1 pair of electrons. And when you have double, then it means that you are double covalent bonds. Can you understand? Yeah. So that's the part where some of you got wrong. So I have to go through this concept first. Was it okay? Okay, can anyone remember in question 2, the properties of covalent compound? Does it have high or low melting point? Low. Low. Why low?
Weak in term
Correct?
weak in term of
Correct. The keyword that you're supposed to say about covalent. So in your if there is such questions later, you have to write this intermolecular forces of attraction. Alright? So because of that, you need little energy. How about, can they conduct electricity? Covalent compound, can they conduct? Anyone? Can covalent compound conduct electricity?
No.
No. Why? Yes, Nathan.
No free delocalized ions and electrons.
Okay, so cannot conduct, We cannot conduct electricity. Okay, this is the reasons. No free ions or electrons. Alright, so this is for covalent compound. Anyone don't understand? Alright, everyone quite serious, quite good. Okay, for question 3, you haven't learned yet. Alright, so we shall skip that one first. Question 3 will be needed when we do mole concept. Alright, so that's why some of you all find it very difficult. Okay, question 4 very tricky. Alright, it says here an element X form a positive ions with an electronic structure 2,8,8. So what is the proton number? Okay, can someone tell me what is positive ion means? Question 4. What is positive ion? Positive ion is cation, cations. But what is positive ions? Can someone tell me? Okay, so some of the concept is good to revise one more time before your test. Okay, what's the difference between atoms and ions? Yes, Nathan.
Atom is electrically neutral, but
Okay.
ion has an electrical charge of either positive or negative.
Correct, so it has charge. Alright. Disha, do you know what is neutral means?
Neutral means.
Neutral means I don't go to army. You cannot say that, right? So what does neutral mean?
Means the shell is full.
The shell is full. No. Shell is full. There is a term for that, huh?
Stable.
Correct. It's stable.
Not the bad way, the animal stable.
Correct. So when the shell is full, that's stable. Alright, that's what Ethan said. It's not where the horses are or this. Stable, there's a different meaning here. But what neutral means here? Yes, Chester.
It has the same amount of protons and electrons.
Very good. So number of protons is equals to number of electrons. So whatever that you see in your periodic table, every single one of them are neutral. So which means that, for example, aluminium, how many protons does aluminium has?
13.
13. Have you ever seen the number 13? Alright. So 13, so it has 13 protons, therefore it has how many electrons? 13 electrons. So you understand for this part? Okay. So what is ion then? Alright. So ion is...
Not the place where we go shopping.
Okay, that's called... Yeah, that's quite good. Huh? So this part when they say charge, so means that the number of protons is not the same. Correct? Not the same means what? Not the same means what?
That means if the proton has 10, the electron must have another different.
Very good. So it can be more, it can be less, correct? So if the number of proton is more,
It means it's positive.
very good, Joshua. So when the number of proton is more than number of electrons, means that it is a positive ions. So if you look at the question one more time, it says that it forms a positive ion. After it forms a positive ion, it has 2,8,8. So how do you form a positive ions? Give away 1. You can give away 2. You can give away 3. But for this case, you can give away 1. So 2 plus 8 is how much? 18. So plus 1 is 19. So this is a very tricky question that requires you to think backwards.
Actually, I did it wrong.
Yeah, I know.
I was rushing a bit.
Yeah, overconfidence, so I have to be careful with that. Yeah. Okay, let's look at question number 5. Sodium is group 1. Yeah, Jisha get all correct actually. Fantastic work.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, that was an excellent piece of work that you done there. Sodium is in group 1. So group 1 form what charge?
Plus 1.
Plus 1 charge.
Correct. So sodium, right, is Na plus. How does it form a plus 1 charge?
It gives away an electron.
It gives away electrons. Do you agree, Chester? Correct. So that's why the answer is it transfer 1 electrons to 1 chlorine atoms.
Otherwise, a fluorine or STP.
Yeah. Okay.
Or iodine or chlorine.
So we have about 10 minutes. So we're going to make it a bit fast. Okay, I'm going to select some questions. Okay. Let's turn to question 11. So it says that element X has an electronic structure 2881. Element Y has electronic structure 286. Alright, so 2881 is what? Is it a metal or is it a non-metal?
Metal.
How do you all know it's metals?
That's the group 1 periodic table.
Okay, so you remember in the periodic table there is a ladder? Remember there is a ladder? There's a ladder in the periodic tables. Okay? So on this side is non-metals. On this side is metals.
And in the ladder part is the metal one.
Correct. Alright, but we don't learn metalloid. Huh?
Oh, but by the right side, just after the transition metal is the post-transition metal.
Yes, true. So let's just take a look. Huh? So metals and non-metal, what kind of compound would they form? Metals and non-metal? Huh?
Ionic compound.
Ionic compounds. Joshua, do you understand? Okay. What is ionic? Well, we're going to talk about covalent, right? Covalent is what? It's a very big word. Huh? Can we change this word to something easier for even layman people to understand? What's covalent? Same. Okay. We use the word sharing. Then ionic? Is there any word that we can use? So, give. Yeah, give and take. Huh? So who give?
Metal.
Metal.
Metal gives. Huh?
Give metal to non-metal.
Correct. Correct. Metal gives to non-metal. So that is ionic. So when we draw ionic, does it have the same drawing as this? Wow, good. So what does it look like?
Bracket, then the atom, then a bracket again, then another bracket, then the atom, then a bracket. Box.
Correct. Like a bracket box. Huh? And this is like that how you draw.
Then you put a plus in.
Very good, Joshua. Alright, so this is ionic. And ionic is between metals and non-metals. So then as a result, so type of compounds as you can see here for 11 has to be C, which is ionic compound. Can you understand? Can? Yeah. Today I just have to go through just these few basic flaws that after I mark your work. Like I said, the other set of worksheets I didn't manage to mark because I was preparing the test. So, return this. Okay, please separate your tables now.
Okay.